To be here and be alive. Our guest today joins us to share the remarkable story of Star Lager beer, a drink that has not only become a symbol of Nigerian identity, but has also conquered the global market with its unrivaled taste and quality. As we delve into the history of Star Lager beer, we'll uncover the secrets behind its rise from its humble beginnings in 1949 to becoming a renowned beverage loved by millions. Y'all, please welcome out May Odiakosa. Well, hello there, May.
How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm feeling really fantastic.
You are feeling fantastic, and you look fantastic.
Oh, excuse me.
You got the memo, darling. Didn't she get this memo, y'all? She got this memo. Oh, my goodness. So I want to talk to you about this incredible lager beer that you have. If you could please share with our audience the story behind Star Lager beer and how it has evolved since 1949.
So if you know anything about Nigeria or you know anything about Africa, they love to party. Any reason to get together, people are partying. So this beer started 1949 when the British had colonized us. And every party you go to, Star beer is there.
Wow.
It's sold in 25 other African countries. And now it's here in the United States of America.
That's amazing. Congratulations. That's huge. Come on, y'all. That's huge. Hey, come on. Could you tell us what sets Star Lager beer apart from other beers in the market and contributes to its success?
So the beer only has 4 ingredients. It's gluten-free. It doesn't have an aftertaste.
Nice.
It's very crisp. You can drink 6 bottles of Star beer and wake up the next day with just
No hangover.
No hangover.
Get out.
And you can mix it with tequila.
Really?
It's really amazing. You don't need lime. You don't need a chaser. You don't need, because there's no aftertaste. It's really the champagne of beer.
Ooh, I love that, y'all. It's the champagne of beer.
Yes.
So Star Lager beer has been an integral part of Nigerian identity and the culture. How has the brand managed to maintain its connection with the Nigerian people throughout the years?
Well, the thing about Star beer, it's a symbol, it's iconic. Most Nigerians see it as a pride. It's one of the first brewery that started, one of the first beer that rolled out. So it's iconic. There are ads that go back 1960s. You see this black and white advertisement, and it just reminds you of something amazing. And Nigerians embrace it. They're proud of their heritage. And they see this beer as very iconic. So it's there's no celebration without Star beer. That's just the
I love that. There's no celebration without the champagne of beers.
Absolutely. Without his funeral party, get together, Star beer is always,
It's always there.
Star beer is always the star of the occasion.
I love it. It sounds like American Express. Y'all better not leave home without it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it. So it's impressive that Star Lager beer is currently sold in 25 countries, including Tesco in London, right?
Yes, London.
Could you elaborate on the international expansion of the brand and the challenges faced during that process?
Well, I am the importer of the beer here. And I went back 2016 and I drank this amazing beer. I had been in California for so long, I become the snooty, Chardonnay drinking African woman. And then I went back home and I drank it again, and it was just so amazing. And one of the things that you do when you go to the beer store anywhere, you walk down the aisle, you see beer from all over the world. It's as if somebody passed Africa. You see beer from Spain, Europe, Russia,
Belgium,
Asia,
everywhere.
but there's nothing from Africa, and that bothered me. And it's not just the beer. You go to the spice aisle, right? You see spices from Korea, from China.
You know, it's so true.
But you don't see spices from Nigeria.
It's so true.
Or from Africa, anywhere in Africa. The same thing with clothing. I mean, I wear most of the clothes made in Nigeria. And people see it and they go, and I go, it's handmade and it's $100. And you don't see that. And I see that the culture is beginning to evolve. Africa is beginning to become center stage with our music.
Yes.
And I wanted them to taste something amazing. So that started the journey of trying to bring the beer here. It's been challenging. It's the most challenging thing I've ever done, but also the most rewarding thing I've ever done.
Wow.
Because I want for Black Americans, white Americans, to go down the beer aisle and buy this amazing beer. And when they drink it, you go, it's from Africa. They go, no, it's not from Africa. And I go, it's from Africa.
It's
They go,
from
"No."
Africa.
So that started a conversation about where in Africa? Is it just a brand new beer? So you're beginning to educate people in the same vein you're giving them amazing product.
So
and,
true.
And I want to change that narrative of people don't know where this beer came from. And it's not just that, but we have amazing other product, which I hope eventually, people will begin to discover it, as much as also taking, Black Americans, white Americans to Nigeria, to Africa, to say, it's not what you've been told. It's actually an amazing place.
When I tell you, you just said a mouth and mind full, because what we have seen is not the beauty of Africa and Nigeria. And you are doing such a wonderful job representing and bringing Star Lager beer here. So the association of Star Lager beer with high status athletes and politicians has been so successful in marketing strategy. Can you share some memorable collaborations and how they've influenced the brand's perception?
So if you know anything about Africa, what Americans call football, soccer, we call football.
Yes.
So any football match going on, right, there's beer. You win, you drink Star beer. You don't win, you drink Star beer. You argue because you thought the referee made the wrong call, you drink Star beer.
Right.
So what the brewery did, which they did amazingly, was start getting a lot of the European teams to associate themselves with Star beer. And also, Burna Boy was their brand ambassador.
Aha. Well, that'll do it.
That was before. He was our Burna Boy before he's the world Burna Boy. We're so proud of him.
Yes.
But he was their brand ambassador.
Wow.
So I think Tiwa Savage was their brand ambassador at one point in
Wow.
time.
Amazing.
So our goal is to continue that tradition by bringing, amazing athletes, entertainers, as well as the Afrobeat family.
Yes.
They are growing. People are beginning to speak broken English, okay?
Yes.
Before people would say, oh, I'm from Ghana, I'm from, now people say, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from Africa, and that warms my heart.
Aww.
So all Africans are now Nigerians because of Afrobeat, right?
That's crazy.
It's a great association though, right? It's like, oh my goodness.
So yeah, it's, we're hoping to follow that tradition of bringing great artists to,
partner with
us and make everyone want to have a slice of Africa.
Oh, and we all want to have a slice of Africa,
Yes.
darling. Indeed. So the brewing industry became a leading industry in Nigeria, second only to oil production, thanks to the success of Star Lager beer. How has this success impacted the local economy and employment opportunities in the country?
I think with the brewery, I think they pretty much there was a time they had 6% share of the market.
Wow.
And their building is massive. When I went there to visit them, I had to change my shoes. You couldn't wear the
Wow.
shoes.
Just to get around. That's amazing.
And one of the things that they do, we here, we talk about recycling. The bottle is a 100% recycled bottle.
That's amazing.
And they didn't start it because it's the sexy thing to talk about climate change and recycling. They started 1949.
Wow.
So when you buy a bottle of Star beer, you buy the liquid and the bottle. So when you go back the next time, you just buy the liquid. So if you break a bottle, you have to pay for it. So they recycle this bottle.
How cool is that?
And that affects all aspects of the economy, from the transportation to the people who are recycling the bottle.
That's amazing.
To the people who are driving, to those of us who just want to party and drink the beer. So
that part. That's amazing. It's a powerful movement that's just kind of weaving itself throughout the community and assisting the growth of Nigeria.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
amazing. So the availability of Star Lager beer in various states across the United States is really impressive. Are we thanking you for that?
Well,
yes.
well.
So thanks to you. How did you identify and establish partnerships with the distributors in these different regions?
Well, it's been a journey in itself, right? It's been challenging, but also rewarding. Right now, you can actually buy the beer in Disney World here.
Really?
Yes.
That's major.
Star Beer is in Disney World, so please go out and support us. It's actually in 23 Walmart stores in Miami.
That's amazing.
We're in 111 stores in Georgia,
That's amazing.
New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Texas.
Black owned.
Black owned.
That's what we're talking about.
Yes, this beer is the blackest beer you ever met.
Okay, we blackety black in here.
Okay.
I love it, May. You are too much. So with such a rich history and widespread presence, what future plans does Star Lager Beer have in terms of product innovation and expanding into new markets?
You mean other than taking over the world?
I don't know how much bigger that can get, but you know, Elon is going to other planets, so we might
No.
We can move on and beyond.
No, we want to stay here.
Yeah, you're going to stay here. They might want some on another planet, though.
Let them go. But we're gonna stay here.
She's like, she's not getting on any kind of aircraft.
You know, it might break or something, but we know here.
I love it.
So the plan is to have Star Beer in all the grocery stores, the chain stores, wherever beer is sold, the goal is to have Star Beer next to it.
Yes.
And have Star Beer be the door opener for other amazing beers and product from Africa. So I don't think it will be, okay, Star Beer just being a lone star there.
Right.
It needs its brothers and sisters around there.
Yes,
right,
yes.
to
Well, you're
protect it.
opening the door
so
for
that's
other.
what we're trying to do by the end of next year, to be at least in 50 states, to be in the chain stores, and to have people enjoy this amazing product. And hopefully it will lead to people wanting to know, where was this made? Where was this brewed? I want to visit Nigeria. I want to see if there's something I can take from here and take to Nigeria. And eventually, you know, just be a household name like the rest of them, because I know our beer is amazing.
And
it's
there's
better
space.
than the rest of them.
Okay, y'all heard that from Miss May. Hello. So as the CEO owner of Star Beer, what do you hope to share with aspiring entrepreneurs who want to make a difference in their industries?
So as the importer in the space at this time, it's a lonely place to be. The goal is never to give up. The challenges are enormous. I'm the David going against Goliath.
Goliath.
But I'm not afraid of Goliath.
I love it.
So I am starting from the bottom, and no is not in my dictionary. Means I'm not ready for you, I'll come back another day.
Correct.
Whatever you do, you're doing it for the right reasons. The challenges are going to come, but if you have a vision in mind, you would overcome that. You will push through that.
Yes.
You push through the no's, the disappointment, the I wish I could. And then you wake up the next day even more energized to prove a point, not to anyone but to yourself.
Correct.
That no does not define me today.
I love it.
And that no is not the end of this journey, but to keep going. That's
love it.
only advice.
Yes! Hello, everyone. If you are at work, at home, y'all drop everything and tune in, because it's time for the Sisaundra Show!
Yeah!
Listen, I'm just kidding. Don't y'all get fired. Don't drop everything at work. Listen, speaking of fired, y'all.